There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show and a new season. This is The Elder Scrolls, Chapter 1, The Arena. The best techniques are passed on by the survivors, according to Gaiden Shinji, a blade master. And we've got a scroll opening up, which is very, very fitting. For centuries, different factions battled in petty wars and border conflicts, until Tiber Septim crushed all those who opposed him and took control, proclaiming himself as emperor. Still, the bitter years of war had its effect on the populace. The name Tamriel, Elvish Radon's beauty, meant that the scroll moved too quickly. Different sides of the same coin tossed every day. The people of the known world began calling the land of their sorrow the Arena. Now, 492 years after Tiber Septim took control and kept the peace, the land of the Arena has a new threat. The Emperor Uriel Septim celebrates for some reason. It is said that hope flies on death's wings. Prepare then for, as the Elder Scrolls foretold, something would happen. And we have a nice little scroll here. We hit start new game. And we have some music. Proper music. Uriel Septim IV, Emperor of Tamriel, stands with Talon. They have been summoned by Jagar Farn, Imperial Battle Mage of the Emperor, on rumours of treachery. The Emperor is betrayed by Jagar Farn and transported to a dimension of Varn's choosing. Yes, it was Jagar Farn. Right. After months of preparation, Jagar Farn takes the throne. Rhea Silmane wants Thorn's apprenticeship captured before she can warn, right? Manipulating the essence of magic, takes the Emperor's place as ruler of a known land. The Imperial Wizard wastes no time gathering his servants. And turning them into twisted counterparts of the Emperor's guard, right? So, bad mage on throne, things are bad. Okay, so we have a choice, just like in Daggerfall. I'm going to compare the two a lot because I played a lot of Daggerfall, but almost nothing of Arena. So, we have a choice between generation of character, class, or select. Generation will presumably allow a custom class, but let's go select. So, choose that class. So we've got Acrobat, Archer, Assassin, Barbarian, Bard, Battle Mage, Burglar, Healer, Knight Mage, Monk, Nightblade, Ranger, Sorcerer, Spellsword, Thief, and Warrior. Right. Well, they mentioned Nightblade before, so I'm going to be a Nightblade. What will be thy name, Nightblade? I will be Lawnie, and I will die. So I will. Choose thy gender. Well, let's go male. And let's get started. From where dost thou hail, Lawnie the Nightblade? That's a very good question. And we've got a series of provinces from the Empire of Tamriel that we can pick from. And we can't pick the Imperial province. We have to pick one of the outlying provinces. So let's just go and be a Nord because, Skyrim. And then I will be known as Nightblade Lawnie, who would call Skyrim and of the Nords his home. Know ye this also, thy race is strong as the northern winds which sweep through icy glaciers. The Arctic climb hast hardened thy folk for life's cruel and bitter hand. Thy body and mind must be agile and intelligent if thou art to succeed. Go ye now in peace, let thy fate be written in the Elder Scrolls. Okay, distribute thy points as needed, keeping in mind the recommendations of thy chosen class. So, it said we need intelligence, but our intelligence is our lowest stat. So, let's just bump that up to 45, and we'll up our speed a little, and our endurance by 1, I think. We don't need a winning personality right now. Let's put a little in strength and luck as well, just for the fun of it. I still think that intelligence stat's a bit low. You see the spell points corresponding there. Let's see. Let's turn that up as well. Okay. What dost thou choose? Save state. Lawnie the Nightblade. Thou wilt now choose thy appearance. Thy mien canst be altered by clicking thy face. I mean, we could alter, but he looks fine as he is.
Do not fear, for it is I, Rhea Silnane.
Hey, Rhea.
Listen to me. There are no others left to carry on this fight. You have been left in this cell to die. Jagartharn, Imperial Battle, Mage of Tamriel, has taken on the guise of the true Emperor. He does not see you as a threat, being only a minor part of the Imperial Court. In that act of arrogance, he has made his first mistake. Look to the north wall of the cell. You will find a ruby key which will unlock the door. Take it and make your escape. The passages here were once used by Tharn to hide treasures he had stolen from the Emperor's coffer. If you wish, you can gather enough to support yourself away from the Imperial seat. Be careful. There are many creatures which inhabit the sewers now, vile rats and goblins. It is too late for me, for I am already dead. Only my powers as a sorceress keep me between this life and the next. That power, however, is waning. Do not succumb to greed, or you may find these tunnels to be your final resting place as well.
I think that's going to happen.
I can still work my magic to a certain extent. If you travel west from this cell, then south, you will find a shift gate. It will transport you far enough from the center of the Empire that you should be safe. If you survive these sewers, you will see me again. Remember, Tharn has taken on the guise of the Emperor. No one will gainsay his word for yours. I will come to you again in your dreams, so it is imperative that you rest from time to time. In that way, I will be able to communicate with you and lend my aid. You are entering a dangerous arena, my friend, one in which the players are beings beyond your mortal comprehension. I do not envy your role. There is, however, a power within you, as yet untapped. Look for me when you have gained experience in the world. You are my last and best hope.
Okay, so presumably that was a CD cutscene. And we're in to the Elder Scrolls arena. And this is all looking quite familiar. So we've got our character here, which will show us all the information we need. And that music was used in Daggerfall as well, which is interesting. So we have the ability to, raise our fists. Let's see if I can do anything about that. I should probably learn to punch first, shouldn't I? Now, in Daggerfall, you had a sort of swinging thing that you could do with the right mouse button, and you can do that here as well. Look at us punching. Better not bloody our fists too much on the wall. So you turn with the arrow keys, and you are in what is essentially a clone of Ultima Underworld, or at least that's what it looks like initially. But it's not. There's a little bit more to it than that. Even the map is similar. And it's worth talking about with Bethesda and Blizzard here. You awaken to the drip of water from somewhere above. The cell walls are covered in slime, as are the chains which hang from above. Your eye, however, immediately goes to the strange ruby glint from the corner of your cell. A ruby glint, huh? So, she said that there was a ruby in our cell and the key would be there. So, our first job is to find that. But before any of that, I'm going to talk about Bethesda and Blizzard. That's right. In the early 90s, these companies, they did not create anything like incredible or amazing in terms of stuff that was new. What they did was they took the ideas that another company had done and they were like, hey, we can make that as well, but we can refine it. We can make it better. And I'm not entirely sure if I would consider, Arena better than Ultima Underworld. But it is taking the concepts of Ultima Underworld and extending them, expanding them further. So we're looking for a very specific ruby thing in our cell. And hey, that looks like a key. You have found a ruby key. Well, that's useful. And look, it's got a little notification like Doom. And also worth noting is there are height options there. Look at that. Just like in Underworld, which was seen as this revolutionary thing that you could go up and down. You can do it here as well, folks. I'm not entirely sure of the mechanics behind that, but right. So that means that we can now use the key on the door. And there's that famous door sound. I've heard that so many times. Okay, so the corridors here seem twisted and confusing. But Ria's instructions were to go west, then south to find the shift gate. So we could get horribly lost, or we could pick up a warhammer. That would be useful. Equipment. Warhammer. Nightblades cannot equip this item. Well, I guess it's not useful then. Let's just equip our dagger. It's not as intuitive as its sequel, which is understandable. So go west. Go west. So that's west, right? Uh-oh. I heard something there. I heard something, and our cell door closed. Well, that's ominous, but I've got my dagger out. So let's proceed. It seems safe to rest in these niches. You think the rats or other creatures may not smell you with the draft that runs so close to the floor. So we could rest here. If we get, attacked. Okay, so we're going west. Yeah, okay. It seems safe to rest in these niches. And then south. Ah, a rat. Oh, I killed it with one strike of my blade. That was handy. Rat, do you have anything? The rat has nothing usable. Well, I guess that's the end of that. So west and then south. Hopefully I've chosen the right moment to go south here. And yep, those are familiar sound effects and a familiar gameplay style with the right click. Okay. I sincerely hope I've gone the right way here. Oh. Can I climb up? Yes. Okay. Ah. Well, it's dead. But did I go in the right direction? Red eyes seem to glitter at you from the darkness. Die, rat, die! Okay. That sounds like I'm going the wrong way. More rats. It's a tutorial level, folks. Let's have a look at the map. I mean, it's decent enough, but it doesn't tell us where we're meant to go. So, if we go back to that, so west and then south, right? So if I go in here, and a bunch of people will be groaning and saying, Lawnie, you went the wrong way. The skittering of many tiny clawed feet. Uh-oh. It's very interesting seeing all these descriptive text boxes. That was something that they get rid of in the later games. Ooh, some treasure. Plate greaves. Well, I don't think a Nightblade can equip those, but we'll try. Plate greaves. Now you see it's in red. Nightblades cannot equip that. I mean, I could probably try a spell or something, but let's see. Spell Fire Dart. Oh, Light Heal. Not enough spell points. And this is an old school RPG in that respect. You would start and you would be absolutely useless. Like, you would be borderline crippled in terms of what you could and couldn't do, you know? Okay, we'll go in here, I guess. Well, it's a little janky, but it works. I suppose we can rest to improve our hit points. Okay. I don't know why we're going this way, but we're doing it. We're going to map out... Oh, there's a rat. And he's not joining us in the water. And we've got this weird sort of tilting effect going on. Right. Let me get out of the water, guys. Oh, I'm nearly dead. Right, okay. Let me just retreat, because I've clearly come the wrong way here, and I'm nearly dead in the first level. And that would be embarrassing, let's face it. Okay. So, I'm looking for one of those little niches. I hit M for map. So that does not look like the right way after all. Let's see. It's going to be very, very, very embarrassing if I die. Ah! Yep.
With you died our last hope for justice. Tharn is now free to do as he will. It saddens me to see the beautiful land of Tamriel rotting from within. Goodbye. I wish you peace in the afterworld. Do not...
Yep, do not fear. Well, I'll tell you what, we had reason to fear, because it was pretty rough, to be honest with you. You know, that initial dungeon. But now, we're a big barbarian brute with a broadsword. So, let's just awaken, head over and get this ruby thing. Right, there were instructions when we headed out here. Oh, corridors seem twisted. Right, Rhea's instructions were to go west, then south. So we'll take the gold pieces. So west is this way, because you see the compass at the top. And I just ignored a rat. And the rat is attacking me. And whatever sound effect that was, meant that it was over the top of the rat. So that's something. So I've gone west, and it's a dead end. So let's go back west and then south. So this was the way I came before, and you can see, because I'm a big dumb barbarian, I'm much more confident in my movements. Okay, we appear to be in the same sort of place as before. So let's have a look at our map. So I've gone west, I've gone south. I guess I have to just go down into the water and up and attack these goblins. Whew. Well, they took a significant toll on my health there. That was painful. Was it this door? Was this door the one that I went through before? I'm not sure it was. What happens if I rest? Oh, you can't. Camp enemies are nearby. There's a goblin. Right. Now, I need to be in those niches in order to proceed. Okay, so if I keep going south, is this some sort of room with a warp gate now? Nope. This is the rat room from before, isn't it? Well, there's some more bits and pieces. I could check that mace versus the greatsword. I'm just going to keep sort of heading in the rough western south direction. Oh no. And I've reached that point again, where it's just like water. And I mean, I can dive down into the water if I want. Let's backtrack. Oh. Is that a little passageway? Ah. Don't mind if I do. you've gained a level of experience. Oh, sweet. Let's pump those bonus points into endurance rather than strength. That'll do. We're level 2 now, and you'll notice there's until fully healed. There are enemies nearby. Oh no. Right. No such luck for Lawnie. Yeah, the red eyes seem to glitter from the darkness. Uh-oh. Yeah, certain games, when you level up, it's like, right, you're fully healed and everything. This game, no. No, it is not. You are going to die. And the thing is closed behind us. I mean, we could interact with it and open it up. But I'm not sure where to go. And it's a shame in a way, because I thought I'd get out of this first dungeon quickly enough. It's not exactly Privateer's Hold from Daggerfall, you know? It's just the Imperial Dungeon. It's not as bad. Ugh. Right, I've taken them out. But, again, dead end. So, starting to get a little frustrated. But that's my own stupidity, I think. I don't think that's on the game. Can you imagine if I came out and said, the Elder Scrolls are bad? I mean, Arena is a bit rough, but, you know, it's fairly captivating, to be honest, you know? Especially coming from Daggerfall. It seems safe to rest, right. Okay. Let's rest there until fully healed. It was not safe. There are enemies nearby. So, I'm not catching a break here. Right, can I try that again? Okay. It's safe to rest in these niches. You can't camp there, though. There are enemies nearby. Okay, thanks, Arena. So something has either bugged there, or it just didn't work for me. And that's okay. I'm not going to begrudge it that. Because, ultimately, you can save scum in this game, you know. Let's rest for 3 hours. 1 hour remaining.
I see you have strengthened
Hey!
your arm and your mind. It is time we began this journey. This is the Staff of Chaos, the one item that can open the door between this world and the dimension to which the Emperor has been banished. Tharn used this item to destroy my corporeal form when I tried to warn the Council. He knew that the Staff of Chaos was nigh indestructible, having been made from the essence of the land itself. But in that he found the key. As the land is split, so did he shatter the staff into 8 perfectly formed pieces. These he scattered across the realm. I have been able to divine the location of the first piece, a place called Fang Lair. It is said that Fang Lair was originally built by the dwarves of Kragan. Legend has it that a great worm drove the dwarves from their home in the Dragon's Teeth and took the lair for itself. I only wish I knew the exact location. Perhaps there are sages or scholars who would know of this place. Somewhere in its dank depths lies the first piece of the Staff of Chaos. I wish you well. I do not think Tharn knows of your escape, but I can do little else in this form. I have tried to obscure your identity with a spell, but I do not know how well it will hide you. Take care, for Tharn may be searching. Go forth with the blessings of the true Emperor, and myself.
Well, you wake up. So, we can proceed, but ultimately she didn't, teleport us anywhere safe. So that's unfortunate. I was hoping that she was able to intervene, but she's not. So let's just head a little further. More rats. Oh, I was able to kill them both at once there. That was cool. There's another niche. We could rest in that niche, but I think we'll keep heading south and west. Let's go through this door. Some gold, and something is attacking me from behind. It snuck up on me there. It's a good thing I'm level 2 and have some hit points now. Alright, what is that? That's more water. And the problem I'm facing now is a similar one to Eye of the Beholder, actually, and that is that the environments are quite similar. You know, the tile set is quite similar, and I have got horribly lost. And this is something that would happen even more so in the sequel, with its 3D maps and stuff. Okay, yes, red eyes glittering, I know. Let's see. Oh! There we are. And another one. If I just kill every single rat in this place, will it let me go? Will it let me out? What about in here? More rats. Okay. You've gained another level of experience. Oh, thank you. Let's just boost this up. And hit done. And it looks like I'm just not gonna get out of this dungeon. And that's okay. But it's worth noting that Arena does have an overworld outside of a dungeon with, you know, proper towns and the sky. Oh, I found it! Let's do it! Just to end the playthrough. Today, the people of Dragonbridge are having the New Life Festival in celebration of a new year. The Emperor has ordered yet another tax increase in his New Life address, and there's much grumbling about this. Still, despite financial difficulties, the New Life tradition of free ale at all the taverns in the town continues. The people of Dragonbridge certainly know how to hold a celebration. Ah, there we go. Listen to that music. Right, I'll sheath my weapon, and here we are, in Dragonbridge. Listen to that. And there's NPCs wandering about. Ah, it's like a reward at the end of that dank and dark dungeon. There's an actual town. But this thing is enormous, this game. There is so much to explore, so much to do. And honestly, it's done it so well. You know, for a first try. Mulled wine is the drink. Okay. Well, that's quite a big tavern. Hey there. By the cliffs of solitude, go away! Just like some peace and quiet. Innkeep. Can I have some of that free booze? Yeah, I can. Sweet, you finished the beer. Thankful. I missed that. So you've got NPCs that you can chat to. Let's just ask for a rumour. General rumour, please. I'm sure I haven't heard anything you'd care about. What about rumours for work? Sorry, wish I could help you. Well, you haven't helped me. I could get a room, I could rest. Let's see, was this the way out? Yes, it was. I'm going to have to leave it here, because this is well over the time limit. So, let's ask this random person for rumours. The good news is that this year's harvest looks as good as last year's. Well, that's good. What is the Elder Scrolls Arena? It was an attempt by Bethesda Softworks to make an open-world RPG in the style of Ultima Underworld, but with an overworld. It starts you off in a dungeon, just like Ultima Underworld did, but then once you get to the end of that dungeon, it expands into a fully fledged world that you can explore till your heart's content. The controls are intuitive, the music's wonderful. The combat was surprisingly similar to Daggerfall, and Daggerfall's one of my favourite DOS games of all time. It was just a wonderful experience, and I love the old school nature of it when I attempted to be a Nightblade and got killed. So yeah, 2 thumbs up for the Elder Scrolls Arena, a great RPG experience. And I heard there's an open source remake of it called Open Arena, so keep your eyes peeled on the progress of that. And that really must have been something playing it back in '94. Just like it was when I first got my hands on its sequel. And if you like me talking about random DOS games, I've done it for 8 seasons worth now. Hundreds of videos on the channel. Feel free to take a look. And if you like what you see there, you can always subscribe. And if you have dumped thousands of hours into the Elder Scrolls, then you might be like me, or like one of my patrons or members, a secret cabal of wonderful individuals. Look at those great names. They could get out of the dungeon first time. Unlike hapless Lawnie here. So yeah, I don't really need to say much about the Elder Scrolls, do I? There are 4 Elder Scrolls games on DOS. We're going to check out all of them eventually. But the first one has easily broken the time limit. That's understandable. Until next time.